When a cop mocked a young black boy's claim that his father served in an elite military unit, he thought it was just a wild story. But he didn't know what was coming. The boy's father wasn't just any soldier. He was about to show up, in full military uniform, and the cop's laughter would turn to regret. It was a moment that could have gone unnoticed, just another encounter between a cop and a kid. But this one became a defining moment for both. The boy, around 12 years old, had been stopped by the officer while walking home from school. He was minding his business, just trying to get home, when the cop asked him where his father was. The boy proudly said, "My dad's in the military. He's in an elite unit." The cop, not looking up from his paperwork, scoffed. "Sure, kid. Elite military, huh? Which one? The ones who can't be bothered to show up for their kids?" The cop laughed, dismissing the boy's words as if they were just another tale from a kid trying to sound important. The boy's face didn't falter. He simply nodded and said, "You'll see." What the cop didn't know was that the boy's father was not only part of an elite military unit, but he was a decorated soldier with years of service. A few minutes later, the cop was still sitting in his car, waiting for the boy to leave. But then the boy's father arrived, driving a military vehicle, wearing his full uniform, with his rank clearly displayed. The cop's face went pale when he realized what was happening. The young boy's father wasn't just some soldier. He was an officer in an elite force, and his presence commanded respect. The cop stood frozen as the father approached, his uniform immaculate, his demeanor calm but authoritative. The boy's father didn't need to say a word. His presence spoke volumes. The cop immediately apologized, his arrogance replaced with humility. The boy, who had stayed quiet, looked at his dad with pride. The lesson was clear. Never underestimate someone based on assumptions, especially when you don't know the full story. In that moment, the cop learned a powerful lesson about respect, honor, and the danger of underestimating people based on their appearance. For more stories of powerful lessons and moments of karma, subscribe to the Ho Stories now!